I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish, and protect yourself at all times. Touch up, good luck.
Those eyes of Crawford lock in now. The eyes of a skilled hunter. We've seen it time and again. The man opposite him on the right of your screen, Shawn Porter, he doesn't care that Bud is supposedly just too dangerous. He doesn't care about promotional adherence. He cares about this challenge and the legacy. Can Porter pull it off? Or will this be Crawford's statement night? We find out right now. We are underway for the Welterweight Championship, and Porter comes right out. Stepped right to Terence Crawford and threw a combination.
As we thought he would.
The usual welterweight output. Do you believe that makes for a grand opportunity for Shawn Porter if he's too economical?
It can, but that's who Terence Crawford is. He's not going to change tonight unless he's forced to change.
And when he gets close, he's letting his hands go.
Which may draw him into a fight instead of a boxing match.
Inching closer and closer to Crawford.
Crawford kept his composure this whole round. He knew Shawn Porter would come forward. It was no surprise to Terence Crawford.
Didn't want to crowd Terence Crawford.
Round number 2. In that first round, Shawn Porter landed 6 of 29. Crawford landed 3 of 15.
Well, he has to with a guy that can hit and has timing and quickness like Terence Crawford. Things can get ugly quick.
Tried to catch him with that check hook from that southpaw stance, did Crawford, as Porter came forward that time.
Porter's fought a lot of different styles, but he's never fought a lot of different styles in one man. Southpaw, a guy who fights left-handed, an orthodox fighter, a guy who can box and a guy who can fight.
Doesn't matter what position he's in, you got to be cautious and be ready every time he comes in.
Don't punch, step back. Box.
Right hook by Crawford right there got Porter's attention.
Sitting right on top of the orthodox fighter. Porter just able to get away from the uppercut. Good exchange on the inside. Good action here in round 2. Crawford lands a right hand. Porter so willing.
Here come Bud.
Crawford trying to time that backhand for a moment.
He wants to get some get back. You see that in his eyes and in his demeanor right now.
To the body to finish off.
Heavy exchanges in this round. Porter got his. Crawford got his. That shot right there to the chest may not seem like much, but that hurt. A sweeping left hand from Crawford and a beautiful time right hook. Call it a check hook.
Meanwhile, Kenny Porter, the trainer father of Shawn Porter, collected and sticking to the plan. That second round was something. Porter was 12 of 34. Crawford was 11 of 36.
But the box. Not sure if Crawford's going to listen.
You're wondering what's slowing down Shawn Porter. It's the southpaw stance of Crawford.
And that could be very dangerous against this guy, Terence Crawford.
Terence into that corner. That's why he's sitting there. There it is.
Good eye, Tim.
Ooh. Bud is coming.
To the body with the right hand goes Porter.
There's a cut on the eye of Porter.
It looked like there may have been a clash of heads on that last exchange when both men came in. Remember, southpaw and orthodox, you can often get that angle where the head comes into play. So there is blood now around the right eye of Shawn Porter. That is not a knockdown. Now they're wrestling against the ropes. Tyrese and Little T. Round number 4. Punches through 3, 25-20 Porter.
Ooh. Beautiful, surprising hook right there from Porter.
Coming into this fight, Porter's been cut 11 times. The majority of those cuts have come on the right eye, so there's a lot of scar tissue there. Not surprised that his eye has opened up this early.
It's very noticeable when you're with him.
This is the urgency that I was talking about that Shawn Porter
Good left hand from Crawford.
Good shot right there to the body. But you see Crawford is not thinking about boxing. He's thinking about fighting.
And then very accurate with the right hand as well. Puts him off balance again, right to the chest.
Because he feels those punches coming from Crawford and those sharp counters.
It's good to be relentless. It's good to have.
After Terence mitts or throws something like that.
As he bounces and then comes forward with the right hand.
What Crawford is having issues with right now is the sneak attacks from Shawn Porter.
There's another left hand trying to dig underneath as Porter came forward.
Hoping that
lunging with the right hand, he gets out of the way, and all of a sudden Porter goes face first into the neutral corner.
Olay, Tess, Olay. Here comes the turn, the pivot.
Short left hand from Crawford as Porter comes out of that position, and we finish up round 4. Man, oh man, is this intense early on. That opened up due to an accidental clash in round number 3. Right now he's circling right, and that is right into the range and the track of the backhand, the power hand of Terence Crawford. Let's look at Andre Ward's card through 4 rounds, 39-37 Porter.
Tess, I could have easily given Crawford one of those first three rounds. Good shot right there from Porter, but Porter would always do just enough to kind of eke out the round, but he's not wrestling inside and digging to the body like we've seen him in the past. So you're right. I don't think Porter, at this pace especially.
I want Terence to box more because that will open up the shots that he needs to land on Shawn Porter.
Terence covering up as Porter tries to get around that guard. Terence smiles at him and pushes him away.
Doesn't matter that it doesn't hurt. Shawn Porter's piling up points.
That's exactly right, Dre.
Porter right now is fighting a perfect fight. Being athletic, using his hand speed, using volume, roughing up Terence on the inside right now.
Watch your head, guys. Both you guys.
Changing rhythms.
Wait, step back, let go.
Now at range, trying to place that left hand right to the body. He does a few times. And then goes on the attack to close out the round. And just touch you at times. It may not matter to you. You're not being affected, but it matters to the judges. That's exactly what his trainer told him.
Not only the judges, but it's allowing Porter to get into a rhythm, to gain confidence. And it's forcing Bud to press because he knows he's behind, at least on my scorecard.
Look at this from Bud
possibly the
Crawford.
official scorecard.
Early on in round 6, as you see the head movement from Porter, but not able to dodge all of it.
Here comes
Porter now comes in. Back and forth they go.
Ooh, good body shot right there. Sneak.
First half of this fight. He's landed 11 body shots.
Individuals, critics, fans, they got questions. And Shawn Porter's asking those questions of Terence Crawford tonight. It's a great opportunity for him to answer.
Trying to cut off
And with some of these,
the ring there.
Yeah, to your point, Tess, some of these rounds are close, but even the body language of Shawn Porter can suggest that he's in control.
And now this clash ahead here in the 6th opens up a cut on the right eye, inside, right on the brow of Terence Crawford. So each man has been cut from an accidental clash. Touch, then power from Crawford. Wide swinging right hand from Porter off the mark. Attempt at the uppercuts from Crawford. Infighting from Porter. High intensity stuff here in Vegas.
Bud is landing, but Porter's taking the play almost every time.
Back of the trunks, Reed War. On a night he honors marvelous Marvin Hagler. And at the halfway point, it has indeed been a war. I heard Kenny Porter saying, pick your spots, but then back on defense. They really stressed fundamentals in this training camp to go up against Crawford. Of getting your hands back, of being in proper position defensively. Always willing, right? Hands free, gonna fight.
Answering at the right time. His defense has been good. We know that one punch can change it for either guy, but so far, so good for Shawn Porter.
And a critical word there, the descriptive of mixing it up. There's a right hand from Porter.
You hurt? Boxing, it's going away when you want me to come forward. It's a little bit of everything that we're seeing right now from Shawn Porter. Crawford has more glaring answers or more glaring questions to answer now than he did before the fight started.
Don't punch, step back. Box.
See, the difference is that when Crawford, when he lands these shots on anybody else, they fall. But the difference is Shawn Porter hasn't failed. He's not going anywhere.
And for what it's worth, fellas, it looked like Crawford, based on their face, their body language, their energy or lack of energy.
Coming to the end of round number 7. Porter landed that right hand in this 7th round. And as we come to the bell, an opportunity to check in with Mark Kriegel and Max Kellerman. to 60. Good combination. He catches him coming in. 2-punch combination by Crawford. And so good countering both off the back foot, off the front foot. And now sharpshooting to the head is Crawford. Good start to round number 8 for the champ.
Those little shots right there from Shawn Porter are bothersome. And if they hit you right, they can hurt.
Yeah, but again,
it's that pop jab right off the hip from Porter.
Ooh.
Just missing with the left hand as Porter came in.
That looks like Shawn Porter is in control and he's bullying.
Lead right hand from Porter. And another one.
Good shot.
various right hands. Porter's doing exactly what his father told him. Ooh, that body shot right there.
Wow.
Oh,
what a good thought from Crawford.
Yeah, that was a body shot, but that was an overhand right from Shawn Porter that definitely got Terence Crawford's attention.
Each man having success. Porter with a couple of right hands. Crawford comes back with a left to the body as he has done a few times. Goes with it again. That was a great 8, wasn't it?
Porter coming in behind the jab. Crawford sets him up with a nice body shot. But that looping right hand, that was part of the strategy. I told you guys, straight right hand, looping right hands, that's the main shot that Crawford gets hit with often. But that right there, beautiful step back. That's been missing from Crawford, the jab. He hasn't been on his jab.
He's only landed 21% to this point. There's a double jab from Crawford.
Olay.
Crawford able to roll out to the left. Body shot from Porter. Crawford comes back jabbing.
Looks like Porter wants to take a round off, and Crawford needs to take advantage.
Left hand to the body again and again. Lead left hand from Crawford as Porter keeps taking those steps forward.
Ooh. Some counters right there, exchanging.
Going underneath with the left hand to the body.
Porter resorting back to his old ways, lunging forward, coming behind the jab, lunging forward, put his head down, boom. Crawford meets him with a nice short uppercut on the inside.
Body work in that last round and the short uppercut that we showed. There are the body punches. 28, and there is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ. Terence Crawford catches Porter early in round 10. Seeing what could be behind that jab. There's a combination. There's a lead left hand. Porter looks good on his feet, but not coming forward and firing at Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right, and another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. Magnificent accuracy by the champ. He does damage. Kenny's on the apron, and he's stopping the fight. His father says it's over. Terence Crawford has just stopped Shawn Porter. No man has done that. Crawford just did it. Opposing trainer slash father embracing the undefeated world champion and the rival trainer. Years ago, Kenny Porter had a heated exchange with Bud Crawford.